gray. Voices whisper, shadows play. City lights it doesn't show. Truth in bits on breezes blow. New tales on the corner spread. Eyes that hide what's left unsaid. Papers rustle, headlines bold. Stories new and stories old. News from the streets of London town. Echoes in alleys spinning round. Whispers in the night profound. Truth in silence sometimes found. Sidewalk poets lost and found.
I have no
British dictates.
Well, the tree, yeah, that sort of thing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome work, dude.
But then when I started doing daily videos that were more commentary, I noticed that when I would watch other commentators and other news reports, I'm like, they're totally forgetting about this law, they're forgetting about this story, they're forgetting about what happened with this. So they can report on like Antifa doing X, and I'm like, yeah, but don't you remember 2 years ago when Antifa did X, Y, and Z? And it changes the context. So then I kind of like, there's a few videos where I was like, with Facebook for instance, no one still is talking about the fact that Facebook is stealing data on you from you. So when
he's talking about the shadow profile.
Yeah, when Zuckerberg testified to Congress in the U.S., they said, "Are you taking people's data? Zuckerberg's like, people should be allowed to control the data they give us and have a right to their data." And not one congressperson said, "What about when you take a third party's phone number from an individual? When person A has a phone number in their book and person B never gave you permission for that." Nobody brought that up.
Yeah, and I mean,
Jewish myself. I'm Jewish. I'm quite prominent amongst the Jews. Is there any anti-Semites here? Now's the time to feel angry and hateful. I can take it. I can take it. Say what you like. If you're anti-Semitic, say what you like. I'll probably agree with you sometimes.
Walking down the pavement gray. Voices whisper, shadows play. City lights it doesn't show.
Sargon!
Come on, Sargon!
Give him another 2 steps on that ladder, please. going up.
Go on.
Another step. Use the other one.
Use the other one.
Use the other one. Come on, you're a YouTuber. You know the value of good mic.
Can you hear me? Assholes who stand out protesting with megaphones. Look at this.
My initial plan last night was to come at 4.
Social justice.
I know, right? That's the thing is, I feel like things are pretty fucking serious as well, unfortunately. No, I agree. Fuck me, honestly. Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly. I'm now going to have to go here and give you a fucking serious old talk because we're actually, you know, we're standing here having a laugh. So this isn't fucking funny, is it?
There are
I'll
no
do it at my time as well, so you gotta wait.
there are no jump cuts in real life.
Right. So there is a question on everyone's lips. This question is so controversial that just asking it is to brand yourself an outsider, a dissident, and a rogue. The question is about one of the most controversial speeches ever given in this country. It's a question with implications so great that some consider it a monstrous thing even to think about.
What is it?
The question
Forgot the question?
The question is, was Enoch Powell right?
Hey, crime!
The short answer is how many stabbings make a river? Yeah.
Hey,
Well, you've got to answer it. But the long answer is the answer to one politically incorrect line that Powell was quoting from one of his constituents. In this country, in 15 or 20 years' time, the black man will have the whip hand over the white man. I notice you've all gone fucking silent.
where are you going?
I'm going to Starbucks after this.
As we have seen, to the eternal disgrace of the government's handling of the Windrush scandal, this has not happened. But something similar has. Our black Commonwealth cousins who came here 50 years previously have integrated very well, because they have come here to be British.
I love spotted
Powell's
dick.
constituents was right to worry, but as the events have shown in the recent furor of police indifference to a British lady called Janaya English, even being black is no defense. The British government did not place the whip into the hand of the black man. It placed it into the hand of anyone who proudly declared themselves to be anything but British. Our institutions are obsequious to any identity that stands apart from our own, so that when Janaya received death threats for criticizing Islam, the police told her this could be avoided by keeping her mouth shut. And like any British person should, instead of being cowed in the face of tyranny, Janaya stood up to be counted among the ranks of those of us who could endure this no more. All of this is a question of identity and values, because the former is defined by the latter. The British identity is grounded in our ancient traditions of liberty and tolerance, and all other identities that we exist in this country must also be so. We did not need black people or Muslims to have
stole my potatoes.
Yeah, you don't bring anything new here when you come over going, oh, I want something different. Yeah, we know. These pensions synthesise themselves into a British creed that all identities, all beliefs are permissible, and it's the harm that is punishable, and that harm can only be done by action and not by words. These identities and values matter. It was the identity of Muslims that allowed the grooming gangs to enact religiously sanctioned campaign assaults against children, targeted for their ethnic characteristics. White and Sikh girls were targeted because they fell outside of the Muslim identity and therefore warranted no moral consideration. What the men convicted of these crimes did falls directly in line with our definition of a hate crime, and yet they were not charged. It is one rule for one and another rule for another. This is not an acceptable state of affairs in a liberal democracy. All citizens should be treated without distinction by the state. In order to fulfill Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of a world where people are judged by the content of their character. To do anything else is to encourage the proliferation of nefarious elements in society. People who earn their stations in life through means other than hard work and decency. It confers on a certain group a set of privileges not enjoyed by the rest. This will breed resentment of the kind that eventually brings out guillotines. Hate speech laws are incubating something very dark and very angry in this country. Tommy Robinson is not a racist, he is a warning. Every time I meet Tommy Robinson and we walk around the streets, you see the same thing. Rough, working class men spy him, they look around, and when they think they're in the clear, they go up to him and
HAFEZ reflects on the streets of London, giving you hard-hitting news. Yeah, I'ma giving you hard-hitting news. I'ma giving you hard-hitting news. I'ma giving you hard-hitting news. I'm giving you hard-hitting news. HAFEZ reflects on the streets of London, giving you hard-hitting news.